Hey everybody, One of Weezum here, part 146 of our Skylanders Giant Spline playthrough. This one's going to be pretty neat. Going to go ahead. We have now all four of the Skylander Giant Sidekicks. Going to go ahead showcase all of those to you in one video here. May actually edit and upload this one a little bit before you see the rest of the preceding parts. 145 introduced Gnarly Tree Rex. 144 wrapped up the Series 2 Earth Element Skylander upgrade. So in the event that happens, just know that when you watch this, it's not out of order. I actually did it intentionally, and then I'll sort it accordingly once 145 is up and 147's ready to go. So that said, the Sidekicks, of course, this time around, same deal you're used to. Frito-Lay, you buy the variety pack. You got flavor mix or classic mix. You find the specially marked package, you pick it up at the store. Inside there's actually a code. You go online to the website they specify on the back. You come in, you enter the code that unlocks your ability to pick a Skylander. You select the Skylander. The transaction's done by PayPal. Again, you do not have to be, a PayPal member. I am not. Again, that's primarily like eBay type stuff. You can just use a charge card, whatever works for you. The good news is, I think that is probably a large part of. Honestly, probably the biggest part, as opposed to sending in the checks last year. There's quicker transaction time, essentially. So the Sidekicks are shipping out really fast. Again, I don't think anyone anticipated we'd even have the first one or two at this point in time. I thought maybe like middle August, and by that I mean like 15 to 20ish. Thought maybe we might see the first one. That said, I've got the complete set, so things are going pretty well in that regard. The other good news there, they're actually shipping them in a box. Not the strongest thing in the world, but it's better than what we saw last year. The whole system's actually better. They limit you one per address, which that's an issue for some people, multiple kids in the Skylanders, etc. But the goal is to keep one person from ordering in 50 of them and hawking them on eBay, which granted that still is going to happen. It is happening, but for the most part, it's leaps and bounds better than it was last year, and that's good news for you and I alike. So that said, they do look pretty good. If you want more information, go pull it up on the blog, YouTube, whatever works for you. I've got a video where I walk you through opening a bag, and then the blog post actually takes you step by step through the order process. Similarly, I have unboxings for each of the Sidekicks, go into a lot of detail there. You can see them side by side with their respective giant counterparts. On the blog, you can see pictures, standalone size comparisons. I've got the giant, regular, like we'd have Tree Rex, then we'd have Shroom Boom, then we'd have Barkley. Gives you an idea on the size comparison again. So oneofweezum.com, you can see all that and a whole lot more. That said, let's go ahead and get down to business. Tree Rex was ready, apparently. Yeah, I thought I was going to drop frames. This is Tree Rex. He is upgraded down. I believe this is the Tree Folk Charger path. It's been a while since I've had him on. Obviously we're here, deck of Flynn's ship. I've got Barkley in my hand. Before we do that, I just did this in part 145, but just so we can verify. Gonna come into collections, note 71 on the main screen, 73 overall, and then 8 life element. I'll go ahead and take you in here. As you can see, that's what it looks like right now. It's going to be interesting to see what exactly registers, if anything. So let's go back out, and I am going to kind of have to move Tree Rex back a little bit. I'm going to put Barkley on the Portal of Power.
Be afraid of the bug.
Haha. Okay, there he is. That's pretty sweet. So he started up on top of the ship there. He's kind of charging around. Again, they don't really do anything. They do seem a bit more acrobatic than last year's editions. He's kind of following us around, doing his own, mimicking of, I guess, T-Rex's heroes. So let's go ahead before we do anything else. You can kind of see the icon there. I'd point at my TV, but you couldn't see me do it. Right there beside the health bar on T-Rex and the 73 coins. That little circle where you see like the location piece or a magic item, that's actually Barkley. Note he basically runs around us for 3 seconds and then seems to do like 2 or 3 flips. But when we actually charge, he kind of follows in our footsteps doing the same. Let's try a ground. Okay, so he's unfazed by that, but anyway, let's go ahead now and check the collection screen. Okay, so it did register here, 74. Only shows 8 on this one. Well, that's interesting. Not quite sure how they order this. I mean, like, it's not alphabetical or anything. I'm sure. Okay, there's life. So start out. There's our T-Rex, gnarly shroom, Lycor, Zook, legendary. Okay, now we're getting into the items. We got the golden dragonfire, yada yada. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, trigger snappy. There's Barkley right there. So, no, why I had trigger snappy on this thing. Anyway, that is Barkley right there. So that is where he registers. Can't click him or do anything. But note 74 there. Next up will be Eye Small. There's 5 undead right now. But 74 there, 71 here. We'll go ahead and I'll start by pulling Barkley. Now I will pull T-Rex. Here is Eyebrow.
I've got my eye on you.
Sure you do. Alright, so that's what he's looking like, fully upgraded. We're going to go ahead now. I've got Eye Small in hand, and he is going on the portal.
I've got my eye on you.
Okay, that's... Yeah, he started out up there too. So, let's see what he does. We'll let him run around just a little bit. Running, picking up speed. Laughing, running with the arms out, hopping, okay, is the flip coming? Maybe? I don't know, I was surprised Barkley was that agile. Let's see. Maybe if we move around a bit more, he'll do something. Okay, he's doing something with the eyeball there. Okay, yeah, so kind of mimicking, you know, his larger counterpart there. Obviously, I don't expect to see lasers or anything, but yeah. So far, I'm gonna have to say Barkley is preferred. The flips he did were pretty amazing and unexpected. I honestly would have expected that more from Eye Small. Let's go ahead. I'm kind of getting tired of watching that.
Got an
Wrong
eye
button.
for talent.
Gonna go to the collection. So still at 71. However, we're at 75 total. 5 here. Of course, they're not gonna register. Apparently, there. They do register here though, at the very, very end. I should probably just do them all and then come in this way, but you know, we'll deal with it. So way back here after the special items, battle packs, location pieces, there he is. So, Eye Small, as you can see. Let's go ahead, back out. You know what's next, I go alphabetically. I'd like to see him do the little standalone eye deal again. Doesn't seem to do his special thing quite as often as Barkley. Brock's getting a kick out of that. Okay. Anytime would be good, Junior. There he goes. No? come on, man. Good lord. It's like he ate sugar and... There he goes. Okay, I'm not gonna wait for a third time. We'd be here all night. He's going up the stairs though. That's kind of interesting. Let's do that and then we'll end this. Now he's doing it again. Great. I don't know what the deal is. Okay. There he goes again. You get the idea. Basically, the eye detaches and spins around, literally. So we'll pull Eye Small. Now we will pull Eyebrow. And here comes Ninjini.
Any last wishes?
Yes, I hope that Mini Jini does her little special trick a bit quicker. That said, that's what Ninjini looks like, again, fully upgraded. I'm going to go ahead, I've got Mini Jini in hand, complete with the blemished forehead. And we're going to put her on the portal of power.
Any last wishes?
Okay, that was kind of creepy. Okay, so she was on the stairs too. Pretty cool. She actually has the genie bottom end, if you will. She appears to do like a corkscrew, kind of like jetpack. I'm thinking that's all she's going to do. But at least she's doing it, and at a much greater interval than Eye Small. Eye Small's move, I guess, is fairly cool. You just have to wait a while for it. Trying to make sure this doesn't trigger anything.
Surprise!
Okay, so she's basically unfazed by all that. So what Mini Jini is gonna do is basically she's very quick. You have to admit that. And then she just kind of leans as if she's gonna fall to one side, and she just kind of like corkscrews it. So that's that. That is Mini Jini. Gonna pull her. Now we will pull Ninjini. And now our last combo will begin with Thumpling.
Hail to the wheel!
I'm going to position him right here so we can see that deck and the stairs a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead, I've got Thumpling in hand and he is going on the portal.
Hail to the wheel!
Alright. There he is. Let's try to see what he might do. Is that like a miniature belly slide? Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, so he's gonna run around in circles, and where Barkley would do a flip and Mini Jini would kind of corkscrew, he does like a little small belly slide. Kind of neat, but let's go ahead now. We'll take a look at the collection screen.
Oh, big and mighty numbers!
I think I've heard him say that before. Clearly I hit the wrong button there, but still sitting at 71 here. However, do note that the middle button, which that's your overall, collection totals, is at 77. It's accounting for all 4 of these sidekicks, which are at the very, very end, pretty much. So it'll take us a while to get there. This is why I didn't do it with Mini Jini. I didn't skip her on accident. I actually did it on purpose. Bear with me here. We are almost there. There we go. So, there is Eye Small, Mini Jini, Thumpling, and Barkley. So, again, they really, it's one of those things, it's almost more of like a collector's item for display purposes than it is anything functional in the game. Barkley seems to run around and flip. Thumpling runs around and does a little belly slide for you. Mini Jini, pretty quick, cool. She's got the Genie bottom end going. She kind of tilts her head and then corkscrews. Eye Small has a pretty neat move. It's just he seems to do it with like the least, frequency, I guess. Basically, he'll detach the eye, it spins around, and it comes back. But for the most part, he runs around, and sometimes you see it. In game, I don't think they're gonna like collect treasure or anything along those lines. Guess we could go do something and double check, but yeah, let's just to be safe. I hate
Now that
not
you took
knowing.
out.
Okay, that would be a horrible one because there's no enemies. A bad experience with that one earlier. We're not gonna do it. I might drop frames. Let's just do this. I may not even complete it. I might just play around and pull the sidekicks on and off.
Another mine, another.
3, 2, 1.
First off, let's see what Thumpling is. Nothing. Thank you, sir. He's in on the action. I mean, you gotta give him that. He at least kind of keeps up with it. He's not hitting that chompy that's right behind him. That's pretty
Level up.
okay, we got a level up. That worked out well, but he didn't do anything special with that. Let me pull him and stick a mini Jini on.
Any last wishes?
I'm surprised it actually registers. I guess it's like a magic item, essentially. Where is she?
1 minute remaining.
There she is. She just showed up. Let's let that guy spit some chunks out.
You've almost made it.
Well, I don't want to kill anymore. We got plenty of time. There's Barkley.
Be afraid of the bird!
Ordinarily, I would never do this. I didn't want to try and showcase each one of them to you. There's Barkley. Now let's pull and get Eye Small in. I think we'll barely do it before he... The Chompy's basically bite him and die.
1 more to go.
So there's Eye Small. You can kind of see him.
Heroic
back
challenge
there.
complete. Excellent job.
There we go. So, if they're not picking up the XP, I can't imagine them getting the treasure. I mean, they didn't in the last one.
That was
We'll
seriously
leave it
fun
at
to
that,
watch.
you know.
Congratulations.
You got to see them all, and in action even. So now on the deck of the this will actually work out great. I'll use Thump back again, just because the anchor has good range. Okay, let's see if Eye Small gets that. No, so yeah, they're basically pointless. Is what you need to know. The sidekicks, what do? They're great for collection, collectors and display purposes, really. In game, they serve really no purpose at all aside from like being cute and funny, which is cool. That said, I mean, that's why I always tell people don't stress out or panic if you can't find the bags of Frito-Lays, which that is the case in many locations. I mean, you might think I'm full of it, or people that complain don't have any standing because your Walmart or grocery store has tons of them. I've been in that position where I've wanted nothing more than to find a specially marked Frito-Lay variety pack, and while they'll have a couple of multi-packs, they don't have any of the promotional ones. That was what happened to me last year, basically. So it does happen. People probably are telling you the truth when they say that. That said, if you do get in a bind, I mean, you're not missing anything gameplay-wise. I mean, they don't unlock new content. They don't pick up XP or money, or they don't, take out chompies or deal slight damage. It's just they basically run around like you see here, and they're kind of funny and cute. Which, you know, I mean, there's really no point in it, but I mean, if you want to do it, you can run through levels or heroics with them. The main thing, though, and where they really stand out is like for collectors, you know, like I'll have mine on the pool table in the videos. It's kind of something in the background that looks neat. You know, bragging rights, you can have them on your display shelves or, you know, whatever on top of your TV or entertainment center. It's kind of that type of a deal. Just sort of a nod to the collectors and, you know, kind of promotional item for Frito-Lay and Skylanders. So, that said, they are pretty cool. Definitely, if you're a Skylanders fan, they're worth picking up or trying to get. Primarily, you know, for the display purposes for your collection. In gameplay, I mean, absolutely no purpose aside from being cute and or funny. I guess both, really. But that's that. We got to showcase Barkley, Eye Small, Ninjini, and Thumpling to you, along with their respective giant counterparts. So, like I said, you know, hopefully this continues for Swap Force. It would be incredibly awesome if it did continue for Swap Force and the Sidekicks were swappable. I don't think that would happen. I mean, that would be like too much of an expense, I think, to justify. It'd probably just be like a miniature, you know, free ranger, you know, that doesn't swap or something. It would still be really cool, though, you have to admit. But that said, you know, these are the 4 brand new Skylander Giant Sidekicks. They, of course, join the SSA Sidekicks, which were Gilrunt, Terabyte, Trigger Snappy, and Whisper Elf. If you want to see pictures or curious what they look like, etc., you're in luck, because last night, August 7th, I actually went in, I actually made a brand new complete collection video specifically for the 8 total Sidekicks, so you can check that out, have some pictures on the blog, oneofwisdom.com. Again, make sure you subscribe here on YouTube for all the latest. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Again, if you have not been by the blog, oneofwisdom.com, definitely suggest you check that out. You can keep up with everything that's currently going on. I realize now there's a ton of dropped frames here, and that's probably going to be problematic. I'm guessing it's happening now, but it probably started in the Heroic Challenge, so this is going to be interesting to edit. Maybe some blank title slots here at the end for you, but again, thanks for watching. I'm going to end this because it's racking up close to 1,000, but thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.